Greetings folks, thank you for joining me once again as we listen to this rather cool music. My name is Nick, we're on the ZX Spectrum, and this game is called Icebreaker, published by Toposoft in 1990. Yes, it's another game where it's all in Spanish, but I think I've got a bit of a handle on this one, so we'll see how we get on. It's on keys Q-A-O-N-P, space to shoot, I believe, but basically you're in some sort of bobsled sort of affair, and you just go through a course before the time runs out, shooting everyone else. Yes, you can shoot various power-ups there, so let's see how we get on. Now, V is your speed, I think that's Velta. F is fuel, so we have to shoot that when we see an F on the bobsleigh run. Whoa, this is a bit slippery. E is your energy, and D is your ammunition. So you, by shooting them when you see them, that collects it. Your lives are just below there, and there's 4. So hopefully I do okay. In practice, because I did have a practice on this, I wasn't particularly good. But it's a sort of game already I would quite like. It scrolls quite well. It's not using much of the screen, but it disguises that quite well with the actually really cool border on there. It's not flickery. The collision detection is, well, perfect. So it's all about shooting all these enemy bobsled dudes on the Cresta run or wherever it is. Time's ticking down on the top, which you probably clocked already. So you can't hang around because you can stop dead. Oops, yeah. You die by, taking too much damage from the other vehicles or bumping into obstacles, which gets more and more as we go through. It's a lot of fun, this. I don't know why it's in yellow. I preferred it in white, maybe, but it might change colours a bit later on to give a bit of a snow theme. I have got a cheat here for infinite energy and fuel if it doesn't go according to plan. But it seems that, oops, and you bashed into a post there. So it seems to be getting a bit of a distance. Can you imagine a bobsleigh or a luge where there's like posts sticking out of the course? You wouldn't get it, would you? Right, so D, ammo. You see my energy bar there is not looking too bad for that. E above that is energy, so that goes to 0, we're doomed. F is fuel, we desperately need to pick up fuel whenever, and V is my speed. And we're going to maximum speed at the moment, and I think you've got it really. A little bit of inertia as you go around the corners, you do need to ease off the accelerator or slow down, or else it's Doomsville for you. But it's a very good game, very good game. Quite often when I review a game in Spanish, because I can't speak Spanish, if there's no English instructions I've got a bit of a problem, so I'm trying to guess it. But this one as a kid I think I would have been quite quick. It's got a lot of pick up and play on it. One of those ones where you can play it quite quickly after just loading it, but it takes a little bit of a while to master, because I believe it is going to get trickier and trickier. But this is pretty much all the gameplay there is. As racers go, it's a good one, and it's unique enough as well. I like games that go in their own way, which aren't based on anything else. Can't immediately think of any games like this. If you know them, then put them in the comments section below. As we speed round, oh, that's a bit tricky, isn't it? So post on one bit of the track and then post on the other. So maybe we have to slow down. That's all our lives gone. Tricky stuff. Shall we have one more go without the cheat on? I think so. Let's do that. Nivel 1. I think that must mean level 1. I'm learning Spanish as I go along. So Toposoft to put their logo every now and again on the track. Nice shadowing there beneath the bobs or ski things, whatever they are. Like maybe a hollowed out bullet or something, or a sled. It could easily be a James Bond game, this, couldn't it, really? James Bond going down a bobsleigh shooting people. My name's Bond. James Bond. Yeah. I don't know why he said his name a bit like that. It's like, my name's James Bond. Bond James. No, I got that wrong. I'll come in, I'll walk out and come back in again, right? Pretend you haven't seen me. And then come in and leave save face. You only bobsleigh. That was the film, wasn't it? Right, we go round here. Can we get to the end? We've got a generous 3 minutes 11 seconds remaining as we zip through there. I do like the jumps on this too. First of all, I did get confused thinking if I just run over the power-ups I'd collect them, but you have to shoot the hell out of them or it doesn't count whatsoever. If you had this back in the day, let me know. Not quite sure what other systems it's come out from. But we've reviewed quite a few Toposoft games now. This one is 1990. We missed that fuel, which is bad. Fuel goes down quite quickly here. I don't know why you need fuel on a bobsleigh going down. Perhaps it isn't going down. Perhaps it's all level and we're just down some strange gully. If you are down a strange gully, comment in the comment section below. Hooray! Right, fuel. I've only got 2 bits left. I desperately need to get some fuel. Don't need to shoot as much as I'm doing, because if you run out of bullets quite quickly, then you can't shoot anything else. Well, the power-ups in particular. But I'm just shooting like a mad thing. Right, so that's fuel got. Come on, Nick, speed through. So the idea of this review, I just want to get to the end of this level. It's not about expert gameplay, as we know, if you watch this channel for a while or subscribed. It's about seeing, would there have been enough of the game to make you want to go back and play it again as a kid, if you bought it as a Christmas present, a birthday present, or saved up your pocket money. Let's get that good. And I think there would have been. It's got the elements to it, really. It's racing, so you don't have to think too much about it. It's easy to get into, and there's a bit of a skill factor to perfect the more you actually play it. So it would be rewarding there. Oh dear, I've bashed again. Last life. Come on, slow down there. There we go. So I've learnt that bit now. The enemy sometimes will knock you quite annoyingly onto posts, which I think that quite happened there. Right, now let's put a poke in. I've got some pokes here. I haven't got a poke for everything. I've got infinite energy. Haven't got infinite time. Let's put that in. Good. Right. Now that should work. Infinite lives I've got as well. So I've got infinite lives, infinite energy. I might die, but I've got infinite lives. Right. So do check it on the bottom left to see if that goes down or not. I'm just trying to show you as much as the game as possibly can. That's why we do put a poke in. Some people get annoyed when I put a poke in, but I had to get good at the game. To get to the end, there'd only be like one game up a month, and I can't run a channel based on one game a month. You'd get bored. Right, let's go. It's all about having a laugh, a bit of fun. We're in the pub, having a favourite drink if you do drink. If you don't drink, then you can have an orange juice, it's still allowed. And we're just talking about old times, retro times, easing stress. We're all friends here, and hooray for us. Hooray for us. Good, right. 3 minutes 16. That's how far we're going to get to the end. Now, the time's still ticking down, so although I've got a cheat on it, in theory, I still might not do it because I might run out of time. So let's just power on. I think you lose quite a bit of time if you die. Oops, got that jump and see. You don't want to die. That's a good tip for a lot of things. Jumps over there. Right, so I can still run out of weapons here. I can still run out of time. Good. I don't think I can run out of fuel though. I think I might have infinite fuel. Oh no, he's crashed into a post. Like, lives aren't going down. I've suddenly noticed that. Yeah, I'm impressed with this one. Didn't have a sequel as far as I'm aware. Don't know why it's called Icebreaker. You know. You ain't nothing but a icebreaker, going round breaking ice, or something. Yeah, who was that song by? Is that by Bonnie Tyler? Heartbreaker, no, Icebreaker. Weird really, because an icebreaker is sort of like when you've got a group of people that don't know each other, normally in a training session or something like that, and said, let's have an icebreaker. And it's always saying rubbish, like, right, each person give one truth about yourself and two falses, and we have to guess which one's the truth. Oh man. Or something like that. Or flip charts turn up a lot, don't they? Oh man. Right, anyway, let's not worry about flip charts. We're playing this game, Icebreaker. We're breaking the ice. Ooh, speeding along. Every other vehicle is black, and we're white or yellow. The snow is yellow. I've always been told to be wary of yellow snow. Stay away from yellow snow. Certainly don't put it in your mouth. It's very suspicious. Yes. Chocado, whatever that means. I suppose it means restart or life lost, does it? Good stuff. Yes. Yeah, it's not like supercars, is it really? But they could have done a supercars like fighting version a bit like this. It's quite good. Would have worked quite well as an element of Spy Hunter as well. It scrolls quite similar. Right. Go, go, go. It's well coded, this one. Well coded. It's not juddery, is it really? Whoa, jumps over there. Oh, and bumps into the post again. Who keeps putting them there? What's the time looking at? We're almost under a minute left. I think, you know, see right down the bottom there underneath the action, where that flashing boat is. I think that's how far we are on the stage. We've only got about a minute left, so keep an eye on that. If we get to the far right, then that's the end of it. So it's quite long stages. As long as we don't get held up too much. This is going to be quite close, this. Oh, come on, Nick. Do it. Do it, do it, do it. If I can't do it with a poke on, there's no chance. Weave around. Weave around. Jump up, weave up, and get down. Jumped over there. Down to the last 30 seconds. I did well. Oh, I thought I said I was going to work through that. It looks like a landmine there. Oh, this is going to cost me. Maybe I need to stop and shoot it. Oh, no, I'm not going to do it now, am I? 20 seconds. Oh, Nicker, you've ruined it. There's no way I can do it now. Right, go. It's 11 seconds. Countdown. It's getting exciting here. Through there. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Oh, we're right near the end. Come on. Oh, we've done it. Hooray! Well, I didn't doubt it at all, really. With 3 seconds to go, I could have talked about something else, sausage rolls or something. Right, stage 2. Will it get much more difficult than stage 1? I presume it will do, with lots of bits going on. So we'll do a bit of it, but I can't guarantee you I'll do all of it. These landmines are a bit hard to spot. I'm sure there's a way of doing it without coming to a dead standstill like I'm doing. You can tell, really, it's quite a big difficulty curve on this one as it goes forward. Not quite sure how many stages it's got. You certainly wouldn't have completed it on your first go. So if you got it as a tape and you was really into it, you would have got value there. It would have kept you going for quite some time. Icebreaker, yeah, another good game there. 1990, so a bit late in the ZX Spectrum's run, so a few of you might not know about this one. I've only just recently found out about it. Early 90s, the Spectrum was starting to struggle against all the 16-bit systems, of course, and I think I'd moved over to the Commodore Amiga at that stage as well, so I certainly wasn't playing Spectrum games. It's only nostalgia that kicked in a bit later on, and I thought, oh yeah, why did I do that for? These games are particularly brilliant. I do like the Commodore Amiga as well, but my heart's always with the ZX Spectrum, mostly because that's the first computer I had, and I think a lot of people will be a bit like that. The first system they own is quite precious, and those first few games, so a lot of the games are rubbish, but with your nostalgia on it, it brings back memories. It's not just the game. And that's what the beauty of retro gaming is. So you couldn't release this now today, but you know, I'm getting a bit of a buzz from the thing, and it is unique enough. As I said, I can't remember too many games a bit like this one. Oh, that's good. I like the way it opened up there. Forward we go. There's lots of craters going on. It's not knocking us too far off the course. But I don't know how many lives I've gone through. Remember, you only get 4 lives on this. I must have died 1,000,000 times. As Amy Winehouse once sung. I must have died 1,000,000 times. What song was that from? Fade to Black, possibly? Black to Black? Fade to Black? Something like that, anyway. Cilla Black? It's one of those songs. I got a Laura surprises for you. Right. That looks like landmines there. So there's a lot of things getting in the way. We've got 2... Oh, no, I want that big thing. Well, it looks like a World War II sea mine, doesn't it? Oh, look at that. I got knocked onto the rocks there. Uh-oh. He's having trouble. There may be trouble ahead. But while there's moonlight and something else and romance, let's face the music, hot pants, go. Turbo. Get the fuel. Get the fuel, that's good. Forward and go. I don't think we can play this too much longer. I'm making a bit of a mockery of this now. I haven't got the skills. This is the problem. If you get to a stage where you haven't put in any work to get there because you've got to cheat on it, you arrive without the sufficient skills to be any good. And I think that's pretty much what's happened here. I need certainly a bit more practice on stage 1. But it looks like each stage is going to be the same colour, doesn't it, really? So you've got a bit of the gist of the game. It's going to get a bit more difficult in terms of the obstacles in the way, and the timings might be a bit harder to get. But that's pretty much all of it. If you own a real computer or emulation, I would say track this one down. If you've got a bit of time, put a bit of time into it. There's so many games about this time, but I think this one is worth a look. Hooray! Yes. Right. I won't be a wally about this. Let's just have a few more goes. Yeah, I can't get through those posts. There's a tactic that you need to do to get around it, but I haven't got the tactic. Yeah, you need to come through this with a bit of speed. You need to jump over that first of all. Yeah, all the enemy. Yeah, you can't drive around that. Right. Let's see if we can get on the inside, maybe. On the inside around. No, you need to... Oh, I got round one. Didn't get through the other one. Curse is blessed. I could be here all day not doing this one. I think we'll leave that one there. Hope you liked having a look at that one. I was quite impressed with it. As I say, unique, scrolls well, nice sound, and a good idea for a game. That was Icebreaker on the ZX Spectrum, published by Toposoft in 1990. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that in the comment section below. Always remember, don't eat yellow snow, so that's something we've learned here. Until next time, take great care of yourself, and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.